Hey everybody, Steven here, playing Subnautica Below Zero. It's been a minute, but the devs finally added in something to the game that I wanted to showcase. On top of that, I'm just going to look at a little bit of the polish that they've done with it also. And if there's anything I'm missing, let me know in the comment section, because as I follow the changelog, what I'm mainly seeing is a lot of bugs being fixed. So if something gets away from me, it's just because I didn't see it. Now, I don't remember these. Would these be air vents or geysers? They're not shooting up water, right? It's just steam. Now, I know that they're in the glacial basin, but I don't remember them being here. So outside of that, it seems like we have more of the plants. Oh man, is it the bulb plants?
All right, I have a scanner.
Pouch bulb. There we go. Violet snow cone. There we go. So it seems like we have more of those here, right?
All Terra facility beacon detected nearby. Unique identifier. Phi Robotics Center.
So more rocks, more polish. And this is without fog or weather on. So this is what it would look like while you're actually playing the game. The scale is something that I'm impressed with as you are now, because I'm usually flying around in free cam mode, right? So the scale is off, and then I actually kind of ghost in there, and it just looks so much bigger. But yeah, I don't remember these steam vent. There we go. Oh, you can scan them. There we go. Hold on. Let's check something real quick.
With the Builder tool, you can construct sea bases from raw materials. Advising against exploring a frozen water continent without a base. No bed, no storage, no place to put a fabricator
There we go.
module.
That is awesome.
No fun.
Now I just need to build the test override module, and I can disable that satellite tower.
Okay.
The blueprints to your
Yeah,
data
so we
bank.
have that. Oh no, come on, free cam. So that's pretty awesome. I'm sure that's been in game for a while. Just now noticing it, because like I said, I know that the steam vents have been in other parts of the Arctic Spire and the Glacial Basin. I just don't remember them being here. So cool to see that addition. Just bringing it all together. Got some of the ore veins here now. Another nice entry point. So yeah, everything's just polished up over here. But this isn't the big thing I wanted to showcase. So being able to go, we'll just zoom through here, this tunnel system here, and we have one of the architect bases. Now, there used to be an elevator up to that, and they've kind of like burst in to get there. That has been changed. It is no longer an Altera elevator. It is an architect elevator, and it looks so much better. There it is. So I'm excited to see this just because we didn't have one, and that was something that I just remember from the first game. Just the animation of the character like zooming up through the elevator that is just always stuck with me. So cool to see that it is back versus the regular elevator. All right, let's do this thing. And it's also cool just to see how much the devs have improved the game engine, the lighting, the textures, all that other stuff when you actually look at this compared to the first game. And then we can go right up here, and then we are now in this gate facility here. All right. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I definitely like that a lot more than the regular elevator that they had there, the Altera one. Kind of same stuff. All right, let's go back down. Woo. That's pretty awesome. Oh, and look at that. What do we got here? We have a jukebox disc. JT Music, Take the Dive. Nice. All right, so that's, I mean, that's really the main point of the video, is that right there. I just thought that was so much cooler. Interesting to see how this has kind of been torn apart, right? Whoa, and walked right into it again. But yeah, it's been torn apart in the way everything's growing into it and around it. I'm wondering if that's really the environment tearing this apart. Wonder if we find that in the story, because I know part of the story was the notion that Altera had blown this door open, but based off the previous game, I thought that wasn't possible with human technology. But all right, so cool. All right, so let's go to the crystal caves, and we're going to go to the Fabricator caverns. We're just going to look at the polish through there, and we're going to go on the outskirts of, let's go free cam. Whoa. The outskirts of the Lilypad biome. They've updated that a little bit more polish over there. One specific area I've come back to many times in the videos just because I'm excited to try and build a base there. Just an interesting look to the outside here, where it comes out a little bit further than some of the other parts. Right? Like, you could totally make a cool base right here. Yeah, a lot that you can do, but I'm hoping that they add more than just kind of the handful of rocks that they have. I'm hoping that they build this out a little bit more. We can maybe see some plants or something like that. All right. Right here, though, this was pretty basic. It was almost just like a straight cutout. And they've since come in, they've smoothed everything out. Right? So it's looking more blended into the rest of the environment. So I'm thinking they're probably going to do a little bit more work on this, but I definitely like the look and the updates to it. Just a cool little, wondering how far this tunnel's through. And then we come up here, right? So we have that. Zoom across the map here. It seems like maybe a little bit of work. Where am I? Right here, with rocks being added and things like that, but maybe a subtle change in the terrain, but that's about it. Same thing, I'm hoping that it's not just rocks. I'm hoping that we see this improved some, where we actually get to see some foliage and stuff like that. So we have that, and then let's zoom straight down. And then we'll get into the crystal caves here. All right. So the big thing here that I've noticed is polish. So if I can get my bearings, hold on. Where am I? Okay, now I know where I'm at. Turn back around. So more, I don't know if there's necessarily more crystals, but the way they've changed the rocks around the environment makes it seem that like there's a lot more tight spaces, right? More of the plants, more foliage, things like this, right? And because of that, the biome is looking so much better. I like the intricacy of the biome, but also these tight places where you're trying to bring your sea truck through here, and you're also trying to avoid, for instance, the Shadow Leviathan that has a different patrol that was added a couple months ago. And so you're going to need to hide and go into certain areas and find those little nooks and crannies to go in order to protect yourself. More areas where there's just a small gathering of crystals also, it seems like. Now with this too, we're going to go down into the Crystal Castle. I don't know if this has been in game, and a previous video where I actually covered the update to the crystal cache here, if this was in there and I just missed it, which is very possible. But the water coming down right here, right? I think we have 2 spots. So I don't remember the water coming down inside of the hallway, right, to get to the cache. So we have those 2. Now I do remember... Ooh. Is there another one I'm missing? Ooh. I didn't catch that one. So we have one right there. I do remember this one. And I remember pointing that out in the video. But I don't remember the other ones. It seems like these newer chunks of crystals also. And then the bump mapping on the ground. Like, that looks... Especially at a good distance. Like, that looks pretty real. Like, the texture quality on that stuff is phenomenal. Especially I jump back into the old game, the first game, right? And look at the textures there. And it's not that they're horrible, but it's a good instance where I'm doing the comparison just to see how much the team has truly done with this game. And just the, what, 2.5 going on 3 years they've been working on it, right? Still curious to see what they put down here, if they put anything at all. Alright, let's head back out. I'll just zoom through the walls here. So I'm noticing just more rocks, like I said, polish. Areas where they've added things or tweaked things a little bit that makes the biome feel more alive, right? More unique. So, we have our other entrance here. And it's making me more and more excited to actually get to the point of the game where you're going through this biome. Alright, let's zoom across the map. Alright, so now getting into the Fabricator cavern. So we're going to look at this and then we'll end this video here. Same thing. So we're seeing more rocks, grass, polish, more the... Like, I always call them, what is that, the Thimbus off of Rick and Morty.
Warning, passing 200 meters. Oxygen
Eclipse plant. I'm going to always forget that name. So yeah, areas just seem more organic. I remember when they first built it and it's just like that carved out version of it. There's really no rocks or textures or anything like that. Then they add a little bit in. They add the kind of basic model for the plant. And then you start seeing more textures added, tweaks to the rocks and things like that where... Same thing, it seems like a tighter fit with these Shadow Leviathans patrolling. And so this right here, like these tighter areas going through this, more crystals off of the main portions of these crystals here. It's just looking really good. Same thing, excited to actually have to come down here now and... What do we have here? Okay, just an end. This looks like it needs some tweaking though. I don't know if they'd leave it like that. I think we still... Or actually, did they update this over here? No, it still goes back to a wall. Yeah. And the basic shapes, looking back at the basic shapes of these crystals, right? And then now just all the subtle intricacies of what they have branching off of it, and like this versus that and the bottom. Like, yeah, cool to see. Definitely more widespread now. And it seems like that blending into the environment has improved a bunch, where it doesn't seem, because the initial like shapes that they had, it just seemed off because it was like I said, the blending wasn't there yet. Now that they've done it, it looks really, really good. So coming over here, we'll see more rocks, right? So it's not just that flat wall. Now you have these rocks right here that blend into the wall, right? Which looks a lot better than just the flat wall that you would see, right? This being like a portion of the flat wall. But if it was all of it, right, and you didn't have those rocks, it just kind of looks like a weird tunneled shape. So that is it for this one, everybody. Let me know what you think of all this, right? All the polish that the devs are doing, and hopefully we have news on a release date here pretty soon. I still don't know anything, but the second I do, you can be sure I will actually do a video and announce that, because I know a lot of people are excited about that. But let me know what you think so far of the elevator, the polish, and everything like that in the comment section. That's going to be it for this one, everybody. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.